So, I heard somebody, I don't even remember exactly what they were talking about strength. I think it had to do with, there was bodybuilders that were sculpting their bodies, and then there were other people that were there lifting for power, for strength. And I remember my grandfather that raised me, I remember him telling me when I was younger, and I used to love WWF and Lex Luger and like Kevin Nash and Scott Hall and like these powerhouses, right? And I remember my grandpa telling me, like, that's all for show, kid. Like, they're not strong, they're not powerful, like, that's all for show. I went to Michael Jordan's high school, Laney, in North Carolina, and it was a 4A school, which means like competitively, that's as high as you can go. Like 4A schools are not allowed to compete with 3A schools, and I mean, they do that because of a numbers game. And I was at a 4A high school, so the highest level of competition you can go or whatever. And in our varsity football team, man, I used to work out. Like our linemen, the big white country boys, the big black country boys, like our linemen, our biggest fucking guys. And I used to wrestle with these guys too, because most of the football players and wrestlers cross-trained and competed. But they would like max out doing bench press. They would max out doing like 400. At the time, it was football season is when I did most of my weight training, and I think I was like 165 pounds, 170 pounds, and I was working out with 225. I maxed out on 250. Our biggest linemen on the varsity football team were maxing out on like 395, 400. And I remember I went home and I asked my poppy, asked, like, when you were younger, because he got an All-American scholarship as a is he a linebacker or a corner? I can't remember. But he got an All-American scholarship, and that when he was in high school, he was it was during the Vietnam War. He actually turned down the All-American football scholarship as a poor kid in Syracuse, New York, and he went with he enlisted in the Marine Corps to go to Vietnam, where he became a legend. I mean, he did like 4 or 5 tours. He's got like 7 Purple Hearts, 2 Silver Stars, 3 Bronze Stars. Like, the dude became a fucking legend in the Marine Corps. But like when he was in high school getting his All-American football scholarship, he was like 185, and I asked him one day at the table, I said, hey man, what did you used to work out with? And he was like, what do you mean? What do you mean work out? Like, what did you used to bench? What did you used to work out with? And he's like, I used to do reps of 5 with 450. So you were 185 pounds doing reps of 5 with 450 pounds. And I got 250 to 300 pound dudes on our varsity football field, our team, maxing out doing 400 once, and you used to work out with it like 5 times reps, 450 at 185. And he wasn't lying. He had no reason to lie. Like, he had no reason to impress me ever. Like, he never tried to impress me. He always just tried to make me feel stupid all the time. So, I mean, he had no reason to lie. He was telling the truth. That's strength. That's power. So, what I wanted to say is that you cannot the most powerful people I've ever met in my life, like just naturally the strongest. It's not blacks. Blacks can run, and I'll leave that there. The most powerful, like naturally, genetically, Samoans, dude. Fucking Samoans. I was in high school and I wasn't dating her, but everybody was trying to hook me up with this beautiful Samoan girl. I remember she was gorgeous, man. But she had a lot of ghetto in her. And her cousin, who was my friend, who was trying to hook me up with the beautiful Samoan girl, her cousin didn't have that ghetto in her. Her cousin was a little bit thicker, a lot kinder, a sweet girl. I should have went with the cousin. That was my friend. But I was trying to hook up with this hot Samoan girl, and she had her two cousins, which was my friend's brothers. These motherfuckers, dude. These motherfuckers, bro. They were working out. They were working out with 400. So like I said, my poppy would do 5 reps of 450. These Samoan dudes, just casually, man. Like not even like we were eating lunch, we were at the pool, and these dudes just walked over to where they had the bench, and they were just casually pumping 400 pounds. I'm telling you, man, like when it comes to power, when it comes to strength, genetics like that, man, like Samoans are something else, dude. They're something else. I'm glad I didn't end up with that Samoan girl, even though she was hot. She's probably got like 10 fucking baby daddies by now, so it was a blessing. But like, god damn, like her cousins, my friend's brothers, motherfuckers just pumping 400 pounds, man. And at the time, I was an athlete, dude. I was varsity football. I was an athlete and a wrestler, like team captain of my wrestling team. And it was like, these dudes are just pumping out 400 pounds on bench press after they shove, like, literally, dude, these dudes would eat like motherfuckers, bro. Like, I could eat like 2 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches or whatever. These motherfuckers would eat like 10. I'm not bullshitting you, bro. Like, if they got in, like, whether it's weightlifting or competitive eating, Samoans, off the fucking charts in my experience. Anyway, I can't remember why I felt, I think I was watching, I was watching a wrestling match between Samoa Joe and Hook, the new Hook, the kid. And Samoa Joe just ragdolled this fucking kid on the table. Yeah, easy for a Samoan. And it's interesting that I think in professional wrestling, the Samoan community, man, I think they have like a little clan, or they got a little tribe thing going. Cool, man. Like, you're in the right profession, bro. You can eat everything, you can lift everything, like ragdoll normal human beings. Like, perfect, bro. It makes sense. Anyway, I don't know what these fucking kids do anymore with all this shit. I don't know. Next time.